Good evening and salutations, my GH fans. Sorry it just came out so late, but there was a snowstorm. And, yeah. Um, so it kind of delayed a lot of stuff, and I was out mostly shoveling throughout the day. And, yeah. So apologies for it coming out so late. Um, Also, here's the thing. I had to do my day's review first. And even though GH did record, I didn't want, I watched it on Hulu. Because I didn't want to take the chance of starting to watch it, then it cuts off, and then I gotta sit there and wait till like 8 o'clock. I was not doing that. So I rather just watched it then and just did my review afterwards. Um, so this episode, I feel like, you know what, let's start off with this whole Carly and Nina and Valentine's and Jax. Jax tells the truth. Jack tells the truth about now that he suspected that, she was his daughter months ago. And yes, in the beginning, Nina was buying what Carly was saying when she was lying. Valentine, on the other hand, he kept having those looks like stuff wasn't adding up. But yeah, Nina was buying it, but Jack just he's just had enough. And I don't blame him. So yeah, he comes clean. And like everyone suspected, Nina starts victimizing Nell. Poor Nell. If Nell would have had custody, if Nell would have had a chance, yada yada yada, blah 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 blah. And honestly, to tell you the truth, I was like, yeah, no. I don't care. Listen, I get it from a character's point of view. She is going to feel sorry that she missed out on an opportunity to be with her daughter. She's going to, look at her like she's the victim and all that good stuff. And I'm pretty sure that's probably sad to some people, but me, I just don't give a damn. But with that being said, she says that she has some of her stuff. She's going to go and take a look at it, and she does not want Jax to be anywhere near him. And you know what? Here's the thing. While they were talking, Valentine was like, yeah, I did what he did. So, like, what's the difference between us now? Like, I literally lied, just like he did. And Carly, which, listen, I like Carly, but Carly just needs to just sit back, okay? Because I think that she's done enough. Carly has the audacity to sit there and be like, oh, well, you lied about, about the whole daughter, you made up an imaginary daughter and stuff. I was like, well, you know what? Listen, the imaginary daughter, or him paying someone to be her daughter was bad, but this is a lot worse. Just saying. Yeah, so Nina goes upstairs to find some of her stuff, to find some of Nell's stuff, and, Jax takes the stairs because, heaven forbid he actually waits for the elevator to come back down. So he leaves, and then you just got Carly versus Valentine, and, Valentine's like, listen, I'm just going to watch this just implode on his own. I mean, that whole thing is done. And, Carly's like, Jax is a much better man than you will ever be, and listen, I honestly tell you the truth, if you look in that room, everyone has done something really bad, but, I'm not gonna lie, if you compare Jax to Valentine, yeah, he's a better person. Listen, I love Valentine, but let's be real. This dude literally held a bunch of people hostage. Not that long ago. And then shot his own, his nephew? Shot his own nephew out of a window. Just so that way he can get the Castle fortune. Because he thought that it was his. And somehow he still walks around with the title Cassadine, which is like okay, sure. So yeah, in that sense, you know, Jax seems like a better choice. I mean, you can say what you want about Jax, but he didn't hold a bunch of people in the room hostage. So, and yeah, I know he covered up for Jerry, but that's, I'm not gonna get into that. So anyway, you know, Carly and Valentine go back and forth, and you know, I'm not gonna lie, Valentine kind of crossed the line with the whole, you know, I know, you know, Sonny is dead, and you know, Jax is your fallback guy, and I know your bed must be getting cold, and I was like, that might have that might have went a little bit too far. So of course, Carly smacks him and tells her, you know, tells him to get the hell out of his tell him to get the hell out of her restaurant, and you know, he leaves. But you know, my whole thing is like they're going tit for tat. So it's like you're not gonna sit there and come at Valentine with that smoke and then not think that you're gonna get that in return. That's just not gonna happen. Granted, Valentine did say something that was a little bit too far, but I mean, come on, seriously, Carly, like don't sit there and act surprised like he wasn't gonna come at you or something. So yeah, Nina is looking through a box of her stuff, now stuff, and is crying, and it's all like, oh, I didn't pay attention to her, and she was right under my nose, and then, again, you know, Jax is there, and Nina tells him, once again, leave, just go away. Jax is all like, oh, well, I'm never gonna, you know, give up on you. Bro, just go, you know? Maybe she give you, maybe she'll forgive you, maybe she won't. Who the hell knows at this point? So, I guess time will tell. Most likely, I'm assuming she'll probably go back to Valentine at some point because, well, let's be honest, there's really not a lot of single men in Port Charles unless they decide to just throw somebody new in. I guess we'll just wait and see. So Nicholas is talking to Laura about Ava and the whole proposal thing and how he really loves her and yada yada yada. And after, you know, Ava is sitting there talking to Trina about Nicholas and about hurt and rejection and, well, not rejection, but like hurt and stuff like that and how to get over it, because Trina's talking about her dad and how, you know, he loves her, but, you know, she doesn't know if she can get over that. And, you know, Ava's just like, you know, listen, you'll work it out. That's not what she said, but I felt like she didn't want to push her towards forgiving Marcus so soon, because probably everyone in town has been doing that. She pretty much was like, you're a smart girl, you'll figure it out. And then Ava talks about, you know, Nicholas, how things are going well, they're going really well, and yada yada yada. At some point, she talks to Franco, and, you know, Franco is just like, you know, listen, you need to get out of your own way. That's just what it comes down to, you know. You like this guy, you love this guy, whatever, time is short, just do it, you know. And surprisingly, Laura wasn't too opposed to Nicholas wanting to, you know, marry Ava for real. You know? So they talk, and at some point, Ava comes to Nicholas, and, you know, after this whole, you know, Nicholas, I want to do this the right way, he proposes to Ava, and she says yes, so, yeah. Now, back at Kelly's, you know, Cameron and, Scotty are talking about, you know, Alexis trying to kill Franco and how, you know, the invader, practically put out his information, and now everyone is, like, on high alert. I may want to try to kill him. So Cameron's like, I think we should get a bodyguard. And Franco's like, I'm good. And Cameron gets upset, and he runs into the back office, and then, Trina chases after him, and then, you know, towards the end of this whole scene, you know, Cameron's like, I'm gonna figure something out as far as protecting Franco and his family. Because I mean, listen, the mob is real. You know, the pitchforks and everything like that. That's real. You know. So I guess we'll wait and see. Now Britt comes to Obrig and tells her everything about Peter and what Peter has done, and you know, the fact that Peter threatened her, and Obrig is like, alright, I'm gonna go handle this. They talk for a little bit. Well, Obrig wanted to know, like, how did she get the files? Like, how did Peter get the files? And, you know, Britt said that she did it as a test, you know, to see if she can trust him. And clearly, you know, he failed that test. So they talked for a little bit. At some point, Britt noticed, you know, because Britt is like, yo, so, like, this is a nice house. Whose house is this? She sees the tie and everything, and so, you know, she starts making fun of her a little bit, teasing her. And then Scott comes back, and, Britt's like, so, somebody want to explain to me what's going on, what's up with this whole thing, and, you know, Scotty pretty much kicks her out, and Scott's like, here's the thing, only me and you supposed to know about this whole thing. You inviting people, bringing trouble at the door, like, you know, Scott is all paranoid because of the whole thing that happened in Switzerland with Kirk and everything like that, so he's on high alert. And when when Obrig was not there talking to Britt, Obrig was like, I'm gonna take care of it, but she didn't really say how. So I don't know what the hell she's actually gonna do, but I guess we'll find out. Obrig does check on Dr. Kurt or whatever, and when she does that, she realizes that somebody wanted medical files transferred to Kevin, and she realized it's Anna. So now she's like, alright, the timetable has moved up, I gotta find a way to shut down Peter and Anna before, you know, Anna wound up probably trying to frame me for something else. I mean, listen, I have very little to no use for Anna on a good day. Now on the other side of town, you got Anna tries to hatch this plan that involves Finn trying to get information from Britt. And Britt starts defending Finn as far as Obrig is concerned. And overhears and realizes that, you know what? She probably knows that, like, Obrig is off the hook. Or that Obrig is actually, like, in town. Actually, to tell you the truth, I don't remember if she actually... No, I'll take that back. I don't think Anna knows that Obrig has actually been cleared from the WSB. Because when she tried to get information, everything came up redacted. Like, it came up classified. So she couldn't find out any information about Obrig. Because she was wondering, like, why was she a patient of Kurt? And she also kind of, you know, they have this assumption that Obrig is the one that killed Kirk. Of course, they don't really have any proof. It's just an assumption at this point. Yeah, so long story short, with Finn's help, she realized that Obrig may actually not even be in the WSB's custody. That she may just be free somewhere. What else? I think that's about it. It's so weird, because I feel like I'm forgetting something. Like I missed something important, and I don't know what it is. I know it, even though it was an hour, when I watched it on Hulu, it was like 30-something minutes, like 35 minutes or something. So it was actually a really short episode. And the stuff about Anna and Finn, I mean, it wasn't really that important. The only thing that they figured out was that Obrig, like the major thing that they figured out was that Olbrich might actually be free. And Olbrich realized that Anna is on her trail. Other than that, I feel like the main story was about the whole Jackson Nina and stuff like that. You know, when Laura was there and Laura was there talking to Nicholas, and you had Franco talking to Ava, just about pretty much kind of just getting out of their own way. And then they, you know, Nicholas proposed to Ava, and she said yes, and that was about it. Other than that, I felt like a lot really didn't happen. So yeah, again, sorry this is coming out so late. I hope if you didn't watch it today, depending on what your time zone is, that maybe you're watching it tomorrow. And if I missed anything, please let me know. Also, YouTube is acting stupid. It is deleting a lot of the comments sometimes. So if you wrote a comment down and it's not there, I don't delete comments. I don't. I actually like reading the comment section, because there's times, even on GH, and I've been doing GH reviews for a little bit, there's times I still feel like my review didn't come out all that well or whatever, or I missed stuff, and people will sit there and write it down. And I like reading it, because sometimes I find out stuff, oh yeah, I didn't talk about this, oh I didn't talk about that, do a better job. And it's just not there, and I'm like, what the f. So if you wrote something down and it's not there, I did not delete it. YouTube is just, and I apologize for that. I'm going to try to figure out a way to, I don't know, I'm going to try to figure out a way to sit there and not have the comments deleted if that's possible. So yes, with that being said, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for watching. I know this came out super late, but yeah, snowstorm. Anyway, hope everyone is safe, and I will catch everyone in the next review. Oh, by the way, I think I said that. I'm off from work all week on vacation, which is amazing. Not just because well, besides the fact that I get to do my reviews a lot earlier, I just nice actually being home and just not having to sit there and deal with some of the people that I deal with. Anyway, it's going to be a nice, relaxing week, and I'm very thrilled about that. And with that being said, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for watching. Be safe. I will catch everyone in the next review.